Greetings and salutations. It is I, Evan J. Hilliard, here, broadcasting live from my quarantine COVID 19 government approved bunker. Wishing everybody out there safe passage as they prepare for their quarantines and lockdowns wherever you are in the world. Hope you're staying safe, keeping those hands washed, and keeping your social distancing. 6 feet, please. 6 feet. Give me 6 feet. But yeah, uh, there's a important public service announcement to make right now. The time is 6:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today is March 25th, 2020, and that means a one thing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. That's right, you guessed it. It is indeed my birthday, and I'm very grateful for 36 years on this biosphere we call Earth. So many well wishes coming in from all different directions. So, whether you call, text, video conference, or use the bat signal spotlight, thank you with all of my being. I cannot thank you enough. It is your presence in my life that truly makes every day a celebration, and your support is never undervalued. Now, when I imagined how this day would go earlier in the year, I can assure you this is not what I had in mind. I'm sure many of you can relate to this feeling of uncertainty as this pandemic has really altered the fiber of our day to day lives. And even though we have a ways to go before we can return to any sense of normalcy, it is my wish that we really use this time when the world is on pause to take inventory of what we truly value as well as what we often take for granted. I know I'm personally missing rock band video game nights, Latin dancing socials, and watching sports as I update my fantasy teams. But I know all of these things pale in comparison to the high stakes our healthcare providers face, potentially risking their own well being just to save the lives of many others. I know I am, and I'm sure many would agree that we are eternally grateful for all of our essential workers keeping this country afloat during this crisis. I know it's hard to think of this situation reflectively since we're still in the thick of things, but I certainly feel like we are living in a very pivotal moment in history. So the actions we take now to take care of our citizens physically, financially, emotionally will last long after this pandemic is over. So I am imploring everyone to not squander this moment in time as we must resist the urge to keep ourselves propped up while others are struggling. That means shopping responsibly for groceries and not hoarding a whole aisle of toilet paper just for yourself. That means calling to check on parents and elderly relatives. That means postponing events and limiting social interactions. A very necessary inconvenience we can handle for the greater good of everyone. Big picture, we can even start pushing for systemic changes to protect us from future outbreaks. Just imagine if instead of waiting for the government to allocate us a means tested one time stimulus check where many workers have already been laid off, if instead we already had universal basic income that everyone was receiving and could be increased for an emergency like we're dealing with now. Picture sick people wrought with anxiety of needing lots of treatment yet knowing they can't afford to because they're uninsured. Now picture those same people under Medicare for all not having to worry about the cost of getting better but actually getting treated, which in essence gives us all a better chance of staying healthy. But anyhow, I'm going to try to get off my political soapbox and get to my birthday wish. My birthday wish is to support local businesses because they need us now more than ever to support them during these tumultuous times. If Even if they are only operating like limited hours or having a temporary close down, let's try to find ways to support them any way we can. If it's a restaurant, let's order some takeout. If it's a service industry, let's buy gift cards or reserve to book an appointment in the future so that as soon as business can resume safely, we can be there to support them. If you want to do something specifically for my birthday, my gratitude is easily affordable. I accept cash, checks, credit cards, gift cards, pieces of gold and silver. But all jokes aside, just save up those handshakes and hugs because once we get the all clear, I'm coming to collect. So that's all I have for now. Thank you again for your support. Take care of each other, and I will see you all again very soon.